stories glow. Palm lantern ignite, where the tales will flow. Whispers of the night, under moonlit skies. Every word so bright, in your mind it lies. Lantern light guides you through the night. Every tale in sight makes your heart ignite.
Growing up, I was the quiet girl, the obedient daughter, the straight A student, the one who never got into trouble. As the eldest child in a Nigerian household, I was expected to be a role model for my young siblings. Pius 11 was the mischievous one, always finding ways to escape chores, while Anita 13 was the rebellious one who argued with our parents over the smallest things. But me, I was the perfect one. I listened. I obeyed. I did everything right. My dad was a strict man, the type who believed in discipline and tradition. He had a strong presence, the kind that made people respect him instantly. My mom, on the other hand, was softer, the peacemaker of the family. She always reminded us that family and faith came first. As a child, I never questioned these values. Church was every Sunday. School was the top priority, only the ones my parents approved of. Dating, not even a discussion. But when I left home for college, everything changed. College was like stepping into a new world. At first, I was still the same old Sharon, reserved, quiet, always focused on my studies. I kept to myself, went to class, and avoided unnecessary drama. But then I met Tolu. Tolu was the complete opposite of me, outgoing, confident, and full of life. She had this energy that made people gravitate toward her. We met in our second year during a group project, and from that moment on, she made it her mission to bring me out of my shell. Sharon, life is not all about books, she would say. You need to live a little. At first I resisted. The idea of parties, drinking, and staying out late didn't sit well with me. But the more I spent time with Tolu, the more I started to loosen up. One night, she dragged me to my first college party. I remember standing in the middle of the loud music, red cups in people's hands, bodies moving to the rhythm. I felt out of place, nervous. Here, Tolu said, handing me a drink. It's just a cocktail, nothing strong. I hesitated, but then I took a sip. And just like that, the old Sharon started to fade. Soon, parties became a normal thing. One party turned into 2, then 3. I started drinking more. I started enjoying the attention. I started changing. I became the girl who danced in the middle of the crowd, the one who laughed loudly, who stayed out until 3 a.m. I was no longer the quiet, obedient daughter my parents knew. And somewhere along the way, I met Daniel. Daniel was smooth. He had the kind of charm that made girls swoon. Deep voice, killer smile, and just enough mystery to keep me intrigued. He noticed me one night at a party when I was dancing with Tolu. You don't look like someone who parties often, he had said with a smirk. I rolled my eyes. What's that supposed to mean? It means you look too good to be in a place like this. That was how it started. Daniel and I began talking more. He was fun and exciting, and for the first time, I felt like I had someone who truly saw me. We started hanging out, texting all the time, and meeting after classes. He wasn't my boyfriend, not officially, but everyone knew we had a thing. I liked the way he made me feel, the way he made me forget about my strict upbringing. But there were signs I ignored. The way he always had a drink in his hand. The way he got into arguments with people easily. The way he talked about fights like they were no big deal. Tolu warned me once. Sharon, I don't know about this guy. I mean, he's fun. I don't think he's good for you. I brushed it off. You're just being paranoid. I should have listened. That Friday, I came home for the weekend, expecting a peaceful time before the biggest party of the semester. But the moment I walked in, my dad crushed my plans. Tomorrow evening, we're all going to church together. Just like that, My weekend was ruined. I sulked the whole night, complaining to Tolu over text. Then Daniel messaged me. Daniel still coming to the party tomorrow? Me? I don't think so. My dad is making me go to church. Daniel, church. On a Saturday? That's crazy. Me. Tell me about it. Daniel, I was looking forward to seeing you though. I stared at the message. My heart raced. Me. Me too. That night, I lay awake, torn between doing what my father wanted and doing what I wanted. Saturday evening came, and I reluctantly dressed for church. My mood was foul, but my mom gave me a knowing look. Sharon, sometimes things don't go as planned for a reason. I rolled my eyes. I barely paid attention in church. My mind drifting to the party, picturing the fun I was missing. Then, as we got home, it was Tolu. Sharon, you won't believe what just happened, she shouted. What? I asked, feeling uneasy. The party got shut down. Someone started a fight, and it turned into a huge mess. And unexpectedly, someone slumped during the fight. He is in a state of coma. The police came, and Daniel got arrested. My stomach dropped. What? Daniel got arrested? Yes, it was crazy. Some guys started fighting over a girl, and Daniel got dragged into it. Daniel mistakenly hit the new guy, called Emmanuel, with a bottle, and he slumped. The police took everyone at the scene. I felt my heart pound. If I had gone, I would have been there. I hung up, still shaken. My dad noticed when I walked into the parlor and asked, "Everything okay?" I swallowed hard, nodding. "Yes, Papa, everything is fine." But inside, my world was shifting. That night I couldn't sleep. I thought about everything. How much I had changed. How I had let partying and drinking become my life. How I had almost gotten caught up in something dangerous. My mom was right. Things happen for a reason. My dad wasn't trying to ruin my fun. He was protecting me. The next morning, I sat down with my mom, something I hadn't done in a long time. "Mom, do you think people can change?" I asked. She smiled. "Yes, my dear. But first, they have to want to." I nodded. When I was alone, I sat down to think for the first time in a long time. I wasn't thinking about parties, drinks, or boys. For the first time, I was thinking about myself, the kind of person I truly wanted to be. I was a Christian, and wanted to remain that way. I will no longer displease myself to please others. According to Proverbs 14:12, there is a way that seems right to a man, but its end is the way of death. From today onwards, I, Sharon, will no longer succumb to ways of the world. So help me God.
Underneath the stars, worlds begin to